Hey everybody, welcome back to another video review. Did it get that? Anyway, welcome back to another video review. My name is Citrate, and here is the Leader Class War for Cybertron Siege Shockwave. This is the only figure I ever intended to get from the War for Cybertron Siege line, but after getting Hound and a few other figures, I realized that I wanted more of them. But he's my first figure. I got him on January 6th, and I know that was like 3 weeks ago. But I just didn't feel like it was time to do a video review. I didn't really want to do that. But here we go. You guys are getting 4 videos this week. And I really got a good, nice feel for the figure in those 3 weeks that I've already owned him. His box is basically fabulous. Let's take a look at the box here. Pushing the figure aside. So on the side, you got this really nice graphic, and then there are these letters. You can pause the video if you actually want those. And then this is Decepticon Shockwave, and then he's got his weird little science symbol. This is Decepticon, and this is Siege number 14. I probably messed that up on my thumbnail. This is a Siege War for Cybertron trilogy. This is ages 8 and up. Licensed by Hasbro, Transformers Generations, and Takara Tomy. On the side of the box, you have a nice render, and according to what I'm seeing, Shockwave isn't actually on this one. Yeah, I'm not seeing him, which is a surprise, because you got, Starscream and Sideswipe and a few other Autobots, but, Brow Chromia stuff. So you got quite a bit of Autobots. On the back of the box, you got a very, very nice render of Shockwave. You got nice, him on his stand. Going down here, you had the nice vehicle modes. It's 28 steps. And then, of course, Ultra Magnus, and I'm on a hunt for him. I can seriously not find Ultra Magnus, and this is a select opponent. Oh, you can only select Ultra Magnus as his opponent. And this is Hasbro Canada. Hasbro. And then on top of the box, you got a really nice homage. So you got the silver Decepticon logo, and it's slowly tearing away. The purple Decepticon logo, and it's slowly tearing away to reveal a silver logo, like what we see in the movies. This is a War for Cybertron trilogy, and in the inside of the box you can see that nice symbol. And on this side of the packaging, I forgot to mention, there is that symbol underneath his armpit. And again, the words, if anybody cares, this is Leader Class. And here's that barcode. So that's enough of the packaging. And here is the figure itself. The angle is down a bit. And this is really, really cool. I really like this. It's very wide. And for a comparison, I will compare him with Hound. I don't have Hound ready to be compared. I have to transform Hound, so you are going to see a little blurb when I get to that. But the figure is very cool. You've got a lot of nice detail. This entire thing is just chock full with detail, and for some reason my camera's showing a little bit more blue, but in real life this guy is absolutely purple. Got his nice chesting, and then you got really nice light piping. The camera does not do that light piping justice, because it is absolutely fabulous. He's got the nice wings on the side, the toes, which is rubber, and I'm really scared about that, because that's going to break eventually if I keep using this as much as I have been. Nice wing things that are going to eventually transform to feet things, and his feet are back here, and they form rocket launchers on the back. Got a nice front here. Very clear plastic with white in the background, or gray. On the bottom of the figure, you got a nice brake thing. Not brake. landing gear, which is hell. Which back here we have this landing gear and this landing gear. His feet are the landing gear, and this is the landing gear. You can see kind of how it's assembled. The feet, the arms right here, and the torso. But really, necessarily, even from the bottom angle, like, you really can barely see how this guy is assembled. You can't see the feet outline. But other than that, he's pretty complicated. So this is his submarine mode, or spaceship mode. I'm not really quite sure what this is. It doesn't actually say. But let's get down to transformation. So, to transform him into his normal submarine, without all this, you're just going to remove all of these pieces, set them off to the side. You're going to want to unhinge this, and this front piece right here that I'm unhinging right now, this is a pain to do. And then here you have his standard submarine mode, but of course all you have to do is flip these guys down, unplug this little bugger, and then flip the landing gear up, and then grab this hose and flip it in there. And then you have a very small gun mode. Of course, no trigger. The handle is made up of something of the leg in between the legs, but it is a gun mode that actually works for a gun mode, and he transforms very similar to the Masterpiece. But you know, submarine, gun, just a few little things you can change. So he does have essentially 5 modes. You're going to want to transform, you're going to want to unplug the hose. And then down here, I'm going to focus on down here, you're going to want to pull this out. And you're going to separate the legs. Flip the legs up. And down here, there are little pegs that your hand will naturally find. You're going to click those in. Kind of like a kneeling position is what I do. Same thing on this side, rinse and repeat. And now you have Shockwave's legs. Nice and nice. Now for hands, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to pull up on the back of this. So it's like that. You're going to want to pull his hands down. Pull his cannon down. Then you're going to want to turn this up, clip it in, flip the landing gear down if it pops up. There's a few little things right here, like here, and here. You're going to want to get a backpack. Just so nicely rest on that. And then this hose, there's a little hole on the back right there. It's going to clip in. And you can put it right here, but there you go. And now you have Shockwave without his head. So let's get him that head. You're just going to want to grab the torso, grab the side pieces, and you want to push down on the head just a little bit to pop him in there, and then well, bam. And then now you got a very nice Voyager Leader Class Shockwave. And the reason I say Voyager is because here is a deluxe sized figure, and this is definitely a Voyager sized figure. But overall, the core figure that this is so true to a Shockwave that it really can be. There's a few minor things, like this hose thing should actually be where this actual peg is right here, and I was really hoping you unpeg this and stick it right there. But you can't, unfortunately. Just get rid of the hose altogether. I wouldn't do it. I like the hose, but still, if somebody doesn't want the hose on there, it would have been a nice option to just unpeg both of it. If you really don't want the hose on there, just take a knife deep down, and just take like a little scalpel knife down there and yank it out. It's not very sturdy, but overall this figure is fabulous. It's got really nice Decepticon logos on the forearms. And again, that head sculpt is just fabulous. Moving on down to the torso, you got the really nice gray plastic behind the shield. Nice chest, And on the prototype image, this is a lighter purple and made him look like he was wearing like a diaper or something. I'm super glad they changed that. Nice legs. I really wish the legs were silver to cohese with the feet, but it is what it is. The feet is the only thing on the core figure that has battle damage, which really makes sense because Shockwave really isn't on the field. This Shockwave, at least, he's more of a scientist. So, this makes sense. Posability-wise, the arms, both arms can go 360 degrees. But, of course, with that hose, you are hindering some articulation to get twisted up. But with hose off, these guys can swivel all the way around. Again, I'm going to stick with this arm. And this hand can swivel 360 all the way around, as well as the gun, but I'm not going to do it because it's a little more of a pain, and I just kicked my tripod. The legs are really nice. No hollowness to this figure at all. The only hollowness is underneath here, but they could not possibly fill that hollowness. So this is a very non-hollow figure, and even with the battle armor on, it's still not hollow. Overall, this backpack looks really, really nice. The nice little ears coming up off there are just fabulous. And when I was looking at the figure, I just could not find any of the little writing on it, like it says 2018 Hasbro, because this is so detailed. The feet can kick a little less than 90 degrees and can kick back a little less. No, that's about 90 degrees. The knee joint is 90 degrees and can go forward. 2 clicks. For the feet, there is no front and back articulation, only left and right. And then the head can go barely down, barely up, but can go 360 degrees all the way around. So that's pretty cool. The arms can go up and like that, about 90 degrees. And then there is waist swivel. There is 100% full rotation there. The backpack does not hinder the waist rotation, which is just fabulous. So, this is not the main event. The main event is his Dr. Shocktopus, and I know a lot of other people have been calling him that, and I just love it. So, you've got all this stuff right here, and then you have this, and you're like, I wonder what I can do with this stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is the backpack. You're just going to want to make this straight. You're going to want to flip these in, and flip these up. Flip this in, and flip these up, and you're going to want to flip Shockwave around to the back, and you're just going to want to kind of slide this on. You want to peg it on like it's in vehicle mode. Just those 2 little pegs, and then these are things that are going to be sticking out. That's not really how you're supposed to pose them, but there's no official way. Now you've got these little wing things. You're just going to want to detach these, fold these in. Same with the other side. Take this off. Fold these in. And hang on just a second. I have to fix something. Alright, I just had to fix something really quickly. Here is his feet things. That's clip on. Both of them clip on. And it looks rather nice. Looks pretty good. Guess you're gonna need these side things. Flip those in. You're gonna want to pop these on. These clip in very nicely. And then you've got these right here. Again, clip in. And I know I forgot to show off the Bumblebee, the robot mode, the vehicle mode comparison, but it's basically 2 deluxes stacked together. So here's Hound. Of course, I do have other Transformers figures, but I feel like Hound's a good comparison because this is a new figure. but I will compare it with a few other figures here in a minute. So, you can see that it only adds about a half of an inch to him, and that's not really good. And then we have these things. These things, Shockwave can hold both of them as a gun. You know, same Battle Masters effect. Nothing new, nothing old. They can pour it onto his backpack. I'm not going to show you guys these. These are just Battle Masters. You know, both of them. What we are going to show you is the effects. So, the effects are pretty cool. Ironically, there's 3. I'm not sure if Hasbro did this intentionally, probably not. But he's got three compatible cannons. Now in the instructions it only says that these are compatible with him, which is partially true. Attaching these on here. Getting those kind of nice little angles here. And we're gonna stick this on here, and these constantly fall off, I swear. So there we go. There is kind of a little reference for anybody who likes the Battle Masters. I personally think it's okay. I mean, maybe you can get this guy into a cool pose if you raise his shoulders and kind of separate the 2 arms. I know a lot of these things are coming off, but trust me, if I had the figure a little bit closer to me, I could definitely do it. And oh, sorry for my hands. I've been working with a lot of clay lately for science projects and stuff, but there's kind of a bend his knees a little bit, and then bend his hips down, and you can get him into a cool pose in this mode. Again, there's lots of angles for you guys. So overall, the mode's actually pretty cool, and I'm actually looking at it on camera, and it's looking a lot cooler on camera, the battle effects, than they do in real life. But that's just the camera. That's just a trick of the eye. This just looks absolutely fabulous, and I love the way it looks. Again, for reference, here's Hound, and there goes my battle thing. I swear to God. Okay. Again, there's Hound compared to Shockwave, and Hound's not focusing for some weird reason. There we go. Focus on Shockwave more. But, you know, Hound definitely is a deluxe size to this figure. But just for comparison, I'm going to throw in a few other figures, like the little Battle Masters, since they're pretty simple to transform. This is Fire Drive. And I know you guys are like, wait, you just reviewed Hound 30 minutes ago. I'm just getting these out here. So here is Fire Drive compared to Shockwave. Get a more accurate representation. There's Fire Drive compared to Shockwave, and you can see how that scales up. So if you got one of these little things, you don't have a big guy yet, just there's your little size comparison. And I'm going to bring in a few older figures here, so if you really don't want to see these guys, I don't know, just skip to 20 minutes. But I'm going to pause the video here in just a second. Alright, we are back now. So I got a few figures to the side. So here is this Walmart exclusive kind of thing. And this is probably about Voyager size. Maybe like in between Deluxe and Voyager. But it's just a little simple figure, like no articulation or anything other than like hip and then up and down arm movement, like 3 points of articulation, 4 points of articulation. But there's that scaling. Here we have the Studio Series Voyager Starscream, and surprisingly, Starscream is about as big as Shockwave. And this Starscream's $20 cheaper. So size-wise, definitely go ahead with Starscream or something. Because this is surprising to me. So this definitely is a Voyager Shockwave, despite being sold as a leader class. Here's a few Cyberverse comparisons. Oops, Starscream, get out of the way. Here is Leader, Megatron. Let's get these guys. How's the shot? So there you go. There's a $30 Leader class versus a $50 Voyager class. And I'm dropping all sorts of things. And then a newer comparison. Here's the Ultra Class Cyberverse Shockwave, which is Voyager sized. And you can definitely tell that this guy is 100% a Voyager. No doubts about it. But would I recommend this figure? 100%. If you see it, pick it up. If you love Shockwave, pick it up. Like, this is just absolutely epic, and this has been a really long review. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a thumbs up, and I hope you like, and you can subscribe if you want. Subscribing always helps. Peace out.